Exciting moment. He's an ex-school teacher. He used to sing for the police. He's an environmental activist. He's pal to world leaders. He's actor, musician, and lives in a Jacobean castle. He is the legend that is Sting. Let us bring him down from the heavens.
Good morning, Dylan.
Good morning, Sting. Thanks for coming in.
It's a pleasure.
This is a pleasure. This is our pleasure. An honour, in fact. We've got about 5 minutes to cover a massive career here, and I am excited. Can I just say that?
You can say that. I'm
That you're
excited
actually
too.
an inspiration to me as well, and I'm just excited as a guy.
Good.
Thank you. This latest album, Mercury Falling, your 6th solo and 14th overall full disc.
It is?
Massive. How do you approach a 14th disc?
How do you approach it? With caution, I was
With
thinking.
caution.
Yeah.
What kind of questions were you asking yourself when you decided to make it?
Why am I doing this at my age?
You're young, virile, full of life.
It's me with a headache.
Oh. Am I giving it to you? What's left after doing it all? You've done the band thing and achieved the highest status you can. Then the solo thing and the political activities and stuff. What's left? Some soul searching?
What is left? I'm not sure what's left. I'm not very ambitious, actually, Dylan.
You're not?
No. No, I've sort of achieved a lot of stuff, and I'm just happy.
Yes.
I'm happy to be happy, you know.
And so, is the only place left to go inside now?
Probably. I hope so. I hope so. It'd be pretty, you know, tragic if there wasn't.
If you didn't have an inside to go into. And where do you find your inspiration?
I really don't know.
Do you go for walks?
I go for walks. I like to walk.
Yeah?
On
And
my
it just
own, with
things
my
come
dog.
float into your mind. And
They do.
we've got to find out where genius comes from here. I mean, it's not
I don't
every
know
day.
about that. I'm a genius.
Sorry to keep flattering you, but it's awesome. How much do you reveal about you in your lyrics?
I try not to reveal anything about me in my lyrics, but I always manage to. If you look carefully, you'll find me in them.
There a lot of Sting coming through there?
I would think so, but it's not intended that way.
And what about Lithium Sunset? This song, particularly off this album, in fact, the last one, has a beautiful inspiration. Could you tell us about that?
Well, lithium is an element in sunlight, and as you probably know, it's a medication they give to depressed people that lifts their spirits. And if you look at the sunset at night, you get raw lithium because it goes straight to the brain because the eye doesn't filter yellow light. So it's good for you to look at the sunset.
It stops depression.
It does.
This is a fact.
It lifts my depression.
Yeah, and where did you learn that from?
Watching sunsets.
Isn't that beautiful? With your music, how much do you write and arrange?
I write and arrange all the music.
All of it?
That's what I do.
And how do you choose the style? You seem to cross a lot of different boundaries and into
I
lots of
think,
territories.
you know, whatever I can get away with.
Yeah?
I mean, I make music for fun, you know, and a lot of this stuff makes me laugh. You know? It's all funny.
So it's just whatever fits the lyrics?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'm writing a song like the single about divorce, you know, it cries out to be a country song, you know, but I'm not seriously trying to do a country song because I'm from England, you know, and there's a certain irony about me doing that, so that's important.
But it's a beautiful irony to work with. So you surround yourself with the suitable musicians that will create these rights. Because you've got a raga track on here with some toasting, and then you've got, you know, some country, of course, which we're going to have a look at soon as well.
Well,
kind of
I
country.
have musicians who can just about play anything, from classical music to jazz to rock and roll.
Handy.
It's very handy.
And you've acted in more than a dozen movies and done Broadway, the Threepenny Opera, and done some classical duets with Pavarotti, and been an activist for Brazilian Rainforest Live and Amnesty International, and you're getting into lute playing too.
No, I don't play the lute, no.
Sorry.
That's wrong. I take the lute home. That's what I do after the show. Money. Oh, that's all right.
Oh, lute.
Joke.
I'm very swift. And is music your truest passion after all of these?
Music is my passion. It always has been my passion.
Why?
Because it's just a great way to make a living, you know. What better way?
Is there a more spiritual answer?
I'm sure there is.
Well, how powerful is music to you?
Well, I can't imagine life without music. I can't imagine life without breathing. It's the same thing, you know. That's
Or sunsets.
It's pretty important.
Yeah, and can it heal?
I think music can heal you. It certainly healed me. It certainly made my life worth living.
Music did. And also Sting, fans' lives worth living. Have you ever wanted to be known as Gordon?
Well, I was known as Gordon for a very short time when I was a baby.
Yeah.
But I've always had nicknames ever since I was...
Is it necessary to have your own identity as well as a public one?
Well, I do have my own identity, but that identity is Sting as well, so...
Really?
Yeah, so...
So, like, the kids call you Sting?
Everybody calls me Sting.
Really?
My wife, my children.
I'm going to ask a very poignant question now.
A poignant
that
question?
No one's probably ever asked you. Why are you called Sting?
I've no idea.
But I've read stories about the answer.
I'm not sure what the truth is anymore. I've told so many stories, I don't know what the answer is.
It's clouded in
mystery. It was given
still.
to me, though.
Was it? I heard a story about you wearing a stripy jumper once.
That's a lie.
Ah,
It suits me, though. That name suits me.
It does?
Yeah.
It's much better than Gordon. 25 to midnight. You talk about seek my fortune and fame, be a star, change my name. Is this about you as well?
It could be about me. I mean, it's about a musician who goes to the big city and doesn't make it. And that could quite easily have been me.
That's not about you. Yeah. How have live shows been on this tour?
Live shows?
Yeah.
Well, no one's asked for their money back yet.
That's very good.
Well, we usually leave the building before anybody gets to the box office, so I'm not quite sure, but they seem happy.
Crowd response?
Pretty good.
Good.
They stand up.
They stand up?
Yeah.
Big
They yell.
ovations? What can the fans expect if they haven't caught you yet?
Probably the best show I've ever done.
Yes?
Yeah.
And why?
Because I'm getting better as I get older.
Yes. Evolving. And where can we find you?
Well, I just played Melbourne, so that's too late for that. But
Too late.
I'm doing 8 shows in Sydney at the State Theatre.
Good. Find Sting. Seek out and see Sting. And what's next for Sting on the cards?
You're going to watch this video, right?
Yeah.
Well, the important thing about the video is to notice I have one of my cats on my head.
Oh, a cat on your head?
Yeah, you'll see it.
Right. That's very important.
It is
to
very
remember.
important.
What about in the future? What about another album? And are you going to make another band? Are you going to be in another movie?
I have no idea. I'm going to go home and sleep for about 3 months.
Okay.
After this.
Okay.
I need it.
All right, we'll let you go. Thank you very much, Sting. Can you please sign 10 autographs?
Sure.
Sting! Sting. Here's your clip now, Sting. Sting, look. I'm touching Sting.